You walk into the audition room, your heart's pounding. The pianist gives that, I hope this is legible look. And just before you sing, you wonder, is this even the right cut? Will it show them what I can really do? Should I have gone for the money note? So if that little voice has crept in before you opened your mouth, trust me, you're not alone. So let's take a breath and get you set up with exactly what you need to craft an audition cut that's dramatic, dynamic, and totally you. Whether it's 32 bars, 16 bars, or even 8 bars. Yes, really, 8 bars. Let's get started. So let's first talk about the expectations and the reality. What is actually behind these audition cuts? 32 bar, 16 bar, and 8 bar cuts are industry standard, not just because casting is on a tight schedule, but because they give teams just enough time to see what they need. So a 32 bar cut usually is about 1 minute. 16 bars is about 30 seconds. And 8 bars, well, that's a blink, maybe 15 to 20 seconds. And here's the kicker. Even if you've prepared a gorgeous 32 bar cut, sometimes, especially in Broadway auditions, you'll walk into that room and hear, we're running behind, so just 8 bars today. Yeah, it happens. So having all of versions of your cut ready, that's not just extra credit, that's survival. It shows you're prepared, professional, and flexible. And that gives you control. Okay, so now let's talk about the cuts themselves, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that you are building a dramatic arc, even in a few bars. So here's the key to a strong cut. It has to go somewhere. Even if you're just singing 8 bars, we still want to feel a beginning, a build, and some kind of emotional payoff. So you need to ask yourself, where's the tension? Where's the energy shift? What are you saying in this moment? Your cut really should tell a mini story, not just vocally, but dramatically. So remember, a good cut sounds polished. A great cut leaves them wanting more. Okay, now is the big question. Do I actually need the money note? Okay, well, the short answer to that question is no, you don't. But the long answer is your cut should always show your strengths, whatever they are. If a big note makes sense dramatically and musically, then do it. But don't force it just to show off. A beautifully sung phrase with intention and control, that can be just as impressive as a high C. Now, the next question is about splicing. Splicing your cut is totally allowed when it's done well. You absolutely can splice sections of a song together. And in fact, it's often the best way to build a cut that flows and hits all the right notes, literally and emotionally. So you might start with the verse, then jump to the bridge, end with a final chorus. As long as it's musically clean and dramatically sound, you're golden. And to make sure that it's musically clean, make sure that you take that to a pianist so that they can help you to make sure that the keys are right, the time signatures match. It's a nice, smooth transition from one section to the next. And make sure that your sheet music is crystal clear for the pianist. Mark your cuts, bracket the sections, and write in cues if they're needed. Oh, and side note, make sure that you're kind to your pianist because they are your audition lifeline. Okay, and now we go back to something that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. You must have multiple cuts of the same song ready, okay? So let's say you've polished your 32 bar cut to perfection, but when you arrive, they ask for 16, or worse, 8. And if you've only prepped one version, you're going to panic. But if you've prepped 3, you're going to slay. So be ready to sing that same song in multiple lengths. It shows you're smart, adaptable, and totally in control of your material. And bonus, it keeps you from scrambling last minute and helps you walk into the room with confidence. And here's your final tip. You need to choose material that lights you up. Don't pick a song just because it fits your type. Pick a song that makes you feel something. Casting directors can tell the difference between technically correct and genuinely alive. Choose material that fits your voice and your spirit, because if it excites you, it'll excite them. So next time you're prepping your audition book, remember this. It's not just about bar counts or vocal tricks. It's about storytelling. It's about connection. And it's about confidence. Your cut is your calling card. So make it intentional, make it authentic, and make it you. Because at the end of the day, you're what they're looking for. So if this video helped you feel more confident about your audition cuts, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos packed with tips, tools, and real talk for building a savvy, sustainable singing career. And thanks for hanging out with me today. Now go rock those auditions. And as always, keep singing, keep learning, and stay savvy.